Franciscan hospice nurses may not actually be angels in scrubs, but they are definitely the next best thing. My husband Fred was diagnosed with metastatic prostate cancer on November 9th of 2012. And it was in his bone, it was in his spine, his pelvis, and his ribs. And Fred was a Marine, which meant he was tough and stubborn. We were out of the hospice circuit for St. Vincent's, but they said, we will hook you up with Franciscan hospice program. That afternoon, Janet, who is the director of the Franciscan hospice program, called me that afternoon, and I was really impressed, and she was really nice, and within a week we as a family were enrolled, and it was probably the best thing I could have done for me, for Fred, and ultimately for our family. I call them all angels in scrubs because they're precious. Everyone, there was always somebody available for me to talk to with a question, if I needed to vent, or whatever the occasion was. Our nurses were wonderful. Fred loved his nurses, and because we got hospice early enough, he really developed a bond with them and really looked forward to his girls coming. He wasn't the easiest patient to work with. He put them through some really challenging times, and they always rose to the occasion. And they treated Fred with dignity and with such grace. He fell about a week before he died. He snuck out of bed and he fell, and he had a severe break to his right leg. It was in the middle of the night, and I called hospice. Our nurse came, took one look at his leg and said, he's got to go to the hospital, and we came here. From the minute we got here, we were treated again with dignity and with respect. Fred never did go home. He was too sick. I mean, the break was too severe, and by then he was on morphine. And Fred died on November 7th of 2013. The nurses had told us to go ahead and leave the room to use the restroom or anything else, and make sure we tell Fred that we were leaving the room, because some patients prefer to die alone. And I told him that morning that it was okay for him to go. It was time for him to go because he was so sick, and that I was going to be okay. I was going to hurt pretty bad. Quite honestly, I had no idea how bad I would hurt, but I'm working through it. And my good friend Skip came and sat with Fred because I had to leave. And he said, Fred, I'm going down the hall to get some coffee and I'll be back. And he was gone 5 minutes, and when he came back, Fred was gone. I have donated to the foundation. I would continue to donate to the foundation, that I would do just about anything to help them, because it's so important for families, for the patient. It's important for the community to know that this is a safe place. This is a safety net. They helped save my life because, like I said, Fred was a Marine, and he was tough, and he was stubborn as a mule. And they are angels in scrubs. I'm Lonnie, and I love Franciscan.